Alright, I think it's time to accept that the UFC might be doing literally anything they can to protect Alex Pereira. And look, I love Alex more than the next guy, and I have been a guy that said I did not want to see him fight Magomed Ankalaev, but wow, the UFC has amazed me. But let's back it up a little bit. Alex Pereira has obviously had a great UFC career so far, a great year as well. Obviously, some of the best things he's done, you know, beating Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title, getting the light heavyweight title, and then this year defending it against Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka on short notice, and now is facing Khalil Roundtree, but let's get into that in a little bit. So how did we get to this point? Well, if you guys recall, Islam Makhachev was set to fight Arman Saruki, and it looked like at some point in October. However, Islam Makhachev did get an injury, which kind of shuffled the whole UFC schedule around, leaving UFC 307's card, the card in Utah, without a main event. And we had discussed, I made a video talking about what could be the main event, and you guys hopped on me right away because I said, I don't know what. My prediction was it was going to be just the female fight, you know, between Juliana Pena and Raquel Pennington to be the headliner. Not that I necessarily wanted that, but look, I just thought that was what we were going to wind up with. However, Dana White announced the news himself that no, we are safe. We have a great main event with Alex Pereira once again stepping in, but against Khalil Roundtree, which is definitely raising some eyebrows. Seeing the fact that I'm sure most casual audiences don't know who Khalil is right now, right? Alright, so obviously the main event, as I said, Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. I like that, you know, look, it's a good fight. I want to talk about that a little bit later though. Like, I want to take a chill because we're gonna get into that. That's the whole point of the video. But then we got Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena, which, yeah, I'm excited for that. It's all right. I mean, I'm not like obviously like gonna, you know, not be able to sleep because of the fight because of excitement, but it's not a bad co-main event. Like, it's okay. Juliana Pena, it sets up really the next fight, which might be bigger, between Kayla Harrison and Ketlin Vieira, because the winner of that fight will most likely fight the winner of the co-main event. Obviously, Kayla Harrison has a ton of hype behind her, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe she main events next. I don't know. This could be really well set up. Anyway, then we have Movsar Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling, a fight we heard about. Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's a good fight. Obviously, I know Movsar gets a lot of hate, but excited to see where he goes from here. Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista. Yeah, another good fight. Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland was supposed to fight, I believe, Chris Curtis, but still a pretty good fight. I would have rather the Chris Curtis fight, but Roman Dolidze is definitely a tougher challenge, that's for sure. Stephen Thompson, Joaquin Buckley. Now, that's a fire fight. Like, that I'm excited for sure. Two strikers, and there's danger there. I literally think Joaquin Buckley could knock out Wonder Boy for sure. And yeah, we got Carla Esparza's retirement fight against Tisha Pennington. Oh, that's interesting that both Penningtons are fighting on the same card. Wow. And yeah, just some other fights not really worth talking about, but yeah, basically this is the main event. And I'm not complaining about the main event by any stretch of the imagination, right? I'm excited for any time Alex Pereira fights, right? That guy is a beast. He goes out there and gives the most unbelievable performances. Like, seriously, every single one of his performances have been absolutely insane. Like, this guy just defies the laws of just MMA. Like, it's crazy to me. But with that being said, the UFC seems to clearly be protecting Alex Pereira against Magomed Ankalaev. Now, for those of you guys that might be scratching your head as who Magomed Ankalaev is, well, he's the guy that should be getting the next title shot, undeniably. Well, yes, I do understand that Magomed Ankalaev haters are just going to say, oh, well, Johnny Walker is his best win. That argument becomes void when Khalil Roundtree is now in the main event, guys. Like, I'm going to talk about Khalil Roundtree in a little bit, but Khalil Roundtree last won against Anthony Smith back in December. That's how long ago that was, December. So when he fights, it's going to be almost 10 months since his last win, and it was against Anthony Smith. Like, join the club, bud. But outside of losing to Paul Craig and having that draw against Jan Blachowicz for the title, not to mention, Magomed Ankalaev has been undefeated outside of those bouts, and he's looked good. I mean, even if you look at his fight with Anthony Smith, he beat Anthony Smith in a better fashion than Khalil Roundtree. So I don't think that there can be really any argument. If we're talking about who deserves the next title shot, absolutely Magomed Ankalaev, but the problem is, of course, he is a great grappler, and he's most likely going to go for a takedown against Alex Pereira. I know he's claimed, hey, that he's going to strike with Alex, but of course he's going to say that. He's going to take him down as soon as he can, I guarantee you that. And that's obviously Alex's big weakness, is the grappling, and to face a guy of Magomed Ankalaev's level, a guy who has trained wrestling for so long, there's no amount of training I think that Alex Pereira is going to be able to do to be able to nullify that. He's going to have to get a quick knockout, I think. And like I said, when you look at Khalil Roundtree, I mean, the fact, like I said, he last fought Anthony Smith in December, was supposed to fight Jamal Hill in June, but was taken off of that fight because he tested positive for a banned substance. Yes, this is correct. He literally is coming off of testing positive from a banned substance. And while Khalil Roundtree maintains that it was an accident and stuff like that does happen, it doesn't change the fact that Magomed Ankalaev definitely deserves it more. And I'm not trying to be a Karen about the whole situation, guys. I'm not trying to be the UFC hater that's just complaining on everything, because to be honest, I don't mind it. I don't think it's the worst thing at the end of the day. However, we do have to kind of be careful because this could easily set a bad precedent, right? Of course, we've seen times where the UFC does things where, you know, they do give title shots to guys that are undeserving. I mean, look at O'Malley versus Marlon Vera, but there usually is some sort of justification to it, whether it be like a rivalry, a big fight, or something like that. This is one of those instances that there literally is no justification. It makes no sense. Magomed Ankalaev is literally fighting fighting 2 weeks later. Like, Alex Pereira is fighting October 5th, Magomed Ankalaev is fighting October 20-something. I forgot what. But there's literally like a couple weeks in between those bouts. There is no excuse. Magomed Ankalaev could easily fight then. It would have made more sense to have Max Holloway versus Ilya Topuria in Utah still and go to Abu Dhabi to see Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira, because then you would have actually had a guy in Magomed Ankalaev that the crowd would have been cheering for. Like I said though, Magomed is going to be fighting Alexander Radchik, and even if he wins that fight, there's no guaranteeing, because Alex Pereira could easily move up to heavyweight. I think the UFC is going to really try to do everything they can to make sure Alex does not fight Magomed. And overall, I would just say be careful of the precedent, because yeah, we never know. Like, there could be even more worse bullshit title shot excuses in the future that everyone will care about, but for now, because Alex is famous, nobody cares. But I guarantee you, if this was a Bilal Muhammad as a champion, and let's just say like Leon Edwards earned his way back up to get a title shot, I guarantee you there would be a lot more people annoyed about the situation than there is now, simply because people like Alex more than they like Bilal. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys check out my last video where I reacted to UFC 305, a little reaction. I'm away right now, so it's kind of tough to do all this. This is just pre-recorded. Also, check out my video talking about Conor McGregor and if he's going to fight in December. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.